Hi there, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Ever since art school way back in the 60s, when during my first year I experienced drawing my very first model. I can't remember if it was a man or a woman, or if they were wearing clothes or not. However, as I recall, most of the models were nude, especially since we had to learn how to draw people properly and learn the anatomy of the human body, how all the bones and muscles work. I must admit, though, that I felt a little intimidated the first time sketching nudes, especially naked ladies. I don't know why the men models wore jock straps back then and women didn't wear panties, because drawing a man's ding-dong is much harder. But since I have one of those, I didn't need any imagination to draw it, and the other two little thingamabobs hanging there. I've painted landscapes, seascapes, and even spacescapes, but there's just something about painting a nude that I prefer. Probably because it's easier, because there isn't an abundance of colorful leaves, lots of rolling waves, or thousands of bright stars. It's easier too if there isn't any clothing. After all, patterns, folds, and creases make it a lot more difficult. That's for dang sure. It's been a while since I painted a nude, and for the last one I used a photograph. It's not quite the same, but at least the model didn't have to eat lunch, take a stretch, or maybe walk around a little bit, and she always retained the same exact pose. Didn't even blink her eyes. Anyway, I thought for this post I would try my hand at painting a pin-up style girl. And after surfing the internet, I found my lottie Miss Maudie, and she's a real beauty, oh yeah. With or without provocative clothing, the fair damsels I perused on the internet, and there were very many beauties to choose from, I thought this one would fit the bill. I don't know why, but long black hair comes to mind, and knee-high black boots. Because I don't want this YouTube post to be lengthy, because mine and your attention span most likely isn't very long, I'll be using pen and ink, plus Winsor Newton acrylics for watercolors. Like the pin-up calendar girls back then, although some were naked and some wore very skimpy clothing, it didn't leave much for the imagination. That's the way I'll be painting Maudie. I'd like to keep her sassy, even a wee bit brassy, but definitely classy. After all, I don't want her to look like a porn star. However, because this is a YouTube post, I'll be trying to keep her as simplified as possible. And besides that, at this age, I'm kind of a lazy artist. And just in case someone might want to purchase Maudie, which is highly unlikely, I want to keep her affordable. I mean, after all, she's just a painting, not a high-end hooker. Also, I'll give her a different face. Not that the model's face isn't pretty, but because no one will recognize her, and if someone happens to know someone who looks like Maudie, then it'll be purely coincidental. I most likely won't turn my Maudie into a calendar girl, but if I do, I only have 11 more to go. Seems like a job when I say that, but I think that's one that I can handle. After all, what man doesn't want to feast their eyes on a beautiful woman? And that's about it. And hey, if you enjoyed watching this fascinating but not educational video and listening to this old man's rant, you should never get me yapping. Please give it a like, a big thumbs up, or better yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oh, and drop a comment, even a negative one. I've had a lot of those during my day, and even if my feelings are hurt, I'll be sure to answer. Peace, eh?